Think you need to be rich to travel the world? Think again. In this video, we'll show you how to save big while still experiencing the best destinations. By the end of this, you'll have the tools to travel more, spend less, and make the most of every trip. Let's dive in. How to find the cheapest flights. Let's start with flights, because let's face it, airfare can be the biggest travel expense. So how do you get those prices down? First, use the best flight search tools. Google Flights, Skyscanner, and Kiwi are 3 top sites for comparing prices and finding hidden gems. They let you filter by price, dates, and even alternative airports. But here's the secret: timing is everything. The best times to book flights are typically 3 to 6 weeks before your departure. And flying on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, or Saturdays tends to be cheaper than other days. Now, hidden city ticketing. This is a trick where you book a flight with a layover in your destination city, but you skip the final leg of the journey. For example, if you're flying from New York to Paris with a layover in London, you can just hop off in London. Sounds like a hack, right? Just be cautious. It doesn't work with round-trip tickets, and not all airlines allow it. Budget airlines can also save you big. When booking with them, be sure to check the extra fees. Sometimes those low-cost tickets are loaded with charges, but they can still be cheaper than full-service airlines. Remember to also check baggage fees. Sometimes flying with a larger airline that includes baggage in the price can actually be cheaper than a budget airline that charges extra for every bag. A trick many savvy travelers use is setting up price alerts. Websites like Skyscanner, Google Flights, and Airfare Watchdog allow you to track specific routes and get notified when there's a price drop. You can lock in a great deal when the prices go low. Flights can be tricky, but if you time it right and use the right tools, you can save hundreds. Let's move on to accommodations. If you're enjoying this journey so far, don't forget to like and share this video. Your support helps us share these budget travel videos with a global audience. Now back to the show. Budget-friendly accommodations. When it comes to staying somewhere on a budget, hostels and guest houses are your best friends. Sites like Hostelworld and Booking.com are great places to find cheap options. But if you want to take your savings to the next level, try house sitting or couch surfing. These platforms let you stay for free in exchange for taking care of someone's home or sharing some good company. If you prefer more privacy, short-term rentals like Airbnb are popular, but don't forget to compare prices. Sometimes smaller platforms or local listings can offer cheaper alternatives. You can also find apartment listings on Craigslist or local Facebook groups, which often have better deals than mainstream rental sites. And for those who don't mind a little work, consider work exchanges. Sites like Workaway and WWOOF let you exchange your skills for accommodation, which can save you a lot if you're traveling for an extended period. It's a great way to immerse yourself in the local culture while reducing your accommodation costs. Many of these platforms also provide meals, further cutting down on your travel expenses. Another option to explore is staying with friends or family abroad. Many people are open to hosting travelers, and you can return the favor when you're back home. This is one of the cheapest ways to travel and also provides you with a unique, authentic experience. If you're enjoying this video and want to support the channel, consider shopping through our Amazon links in the description. It won't cost you anything extra, but it helps us cover the costs of creating more great content for you. Thank you! From hostels to work exchanges, there are plenty of ways to stay for less. But what about getting around on a budget? Let's talk transportation. Budget-friendly transportation tips. Transportation doesn't have to break the bank. Let's talk about getting around for less. Budget airlines and train passes are great options for long-distance travel. But for short trips, local buses, trains, and rideshares are your best bet. Platforms like BlaBlaCar, FlixBus, and Eurail are excellent ways to travel cheap, especially across Europe. One of our favorite tips is using overnight buses or trains. Not only do you save on accommodation costs, but you wake up in a new city, ready to explore. Some train passes, like the Eurail Global Pass, also offer unlimited travel within certain regions, which can make for a great deal if you're visiting multiple cities. For the adventurous traveler, hitchhiking is still an option in many places, but make sure to check the safety guidelines for the country you're in. Or go for bike rentals. They're often an affordable way to get around and see the sights. Many cities around the world have bike-sharing programs where you can rent bikes for just a few dollars per day, allowing you to explore at your own pace. Look into local transit apps as well. In some cities, there are apps that offer discounted rides or even free rides for tourists. Public transportation can be a cheap way to explore a city, especially in countries with well-developed systems like Japan or Germany. Traveling for cheap isn't just about the flight or hotel. Getting around on a budget is key to stretching those travel dollars even further. Let's talk about eating for less while you travel. Eating for less while traveling. Eating out all the time can quickly eat up your budget. But there are plenty of ways to enjoy delicious meals without spending a fortune. Street food and markets are fantastic places to experience local flavors at a fraction of the price of restaurants. Think tacos in Mexico or pho in Vietnam. Authentic and affordable, supermarkets are your friend too. You can pick up snacks, fresh produce, and even cook your own meals in a hostel kitchen or Airbnb. Plus, cooking your own meals gives you more flexibility with your budget. In some countries like Thailand or Spain, it's also common to shop at local food markets for fresh produce and ingredients to prepare meals on your own. If you do want to eat out, look for lunch specials or use local apps that offer discounts. Many countries have apps that offer 20% to 50% discounts during off-peak hours, like when restaurants are less busy. In cities like New York or London, local food apps like Too Good To Go allow you to purchase leftover meals at discounted prices. And sometimes, you can even volunteer or join community kitchens for free meals in exchange for your time. Many hostels and organizations around the world offer these opportunities as a way to bring travelers together while helping others. Eating well while traveling doesn't have to cost a fortune. Now, let's talk about how to fill your itinerary without emptying your wallet. Free and low-cost activities. Who says you need to pay for every activity when you travel? Free walking tours are a great way to explore a city and learn about its history. Many cities offer them, and you only need to tip the guide if you're happy with the tour. Museums and attractions often have discounted passes or free entry days. Do a little research before your trip to see when you can visit for free. Some cities also have city passes that offer discounts to popular attractions and allow you to skip the line. Hiking and nature exploration are other fantastic budget-friendly activities. National parks and hiking trails can offer some of the best views and experiences, completely free of charge. If you're near the coast, try hiking along cliffs or beach paths for beautiful views without paying for expensive tours. And don't forget travel rewards programs. Memberships and loyalty programs can get you discounts on activities and attractions. Plus, they're usually free to join. Websites like Groupon also offer discounted tickets for activities around the world, often at half the price of regular tickets. With a little research, you can fill your days with amazing activities that cost next to nothing. But no matter how cheap your trip is, always remember to stay safe. Budget travel mindset and safety tips. Budget travel is all about being flexible. If you can be open to different destinations and travel dates, you can save a lot. Sometimes a little flexibility is all it takes to find the best deals. Traveling during the off-season can save you a significant amount, and you'll enjoy fewer crowds too. Travel insurance is another important tip. While it might feel like an unnecessary expense, it's essential for budget travelers. Accidents or unexpected situations can happen, and having insurance can save you big in the long run. There are affordable plans available, especially if you shop around, and they often cover medical emergencies, lost baggage, or flight cancellations. Finally, be aware of common travel scams. In some destinations, tourists can be targeted for small cons, so it's always important to stay vigilant and trust your instincts. Always use reputable transportation and avoid carrying large sums of cash or valuable items in public. What's your top budget travel tip? Drop it in the comments below. Want to know about the best budget airlines and train passes? You should subscribe to get more. Which of these budget travel hacks were most impressive? Will you use any? Let us know in the comments. I'll give you one hint about next week's video. Actually, no, I won't. Subscribe and find out for yourself. Until next time, keep up the adventures, keep discovering and exploring our amazing world. And I will see you, and yes, I do mean you, in the next video.